right. Let's Paint TV in the house. Once again, hanging out with you. Not really sure what I'm doing today again, once again. But that's the beauty, we're going to just hang out. So yeah, we did slam dunk it. It's good to see you. Now, yeah, I was doing these ads, and I was getting into doing them, but now I burnt out on them. I don't think I'm going to do them anymore. So that's it's sort of a nice, it's like a little series that you do and you did, and you just kind of burn out on the idea. It's kind of interesting. Though I was kind of playing with the idea of hamburgers. Maybe I'll do something with the hamburgers. I was playing, the other day, Draw Some Dreams, says Slam Dunk It. Well, that is exactly where I was kind of headed. I'm heading into drawing dreams and taking your calls and drawing your dreams, painting or drawing your dreams. But we're not, I guess the problem is, what is the problem here? Well, we just have to do it again. I don't know if watercolor would be good, actually. Watercolor would be kind of nice. We could try, and I got a lot of this little scrap watercolor, and it would be kind of fun to just do small little watercolors of people's dreams, if there's anybody out there who wants to call in. I'm not ready for it, so I guess you can't call in yet, but what good is that? But shoot. Yeah, so let's hey, by the way, stay off of TikTok. I wasted like 4 hours swiping through that app. I tried, I downloaded it and I looked into it and I was like, oh man, this is like Vine, Remember Vine? I was like, okay, I'm not playing this game. I don't know, maybe it's because I guess I'm getting older or something, but you just start to make decisions about what you're going to get involved in, what are you going to devote your attention to and your energies. And so TikTok is just, I'm not going to do it. It's too much effort. That's too much effort to make like little 20-second videos, and that's for people to, that's for everyone that's involved in making 1-minute videos. I'm a kind of long form kind of guy, I'm kind of a long form experimentalist, I think, and because of that, trying to always isolate everything into a 1-minute little it's obviously more entertaining for our short attention spans. I get it, and I definitely, you would think that I would be buying into that. It's just, you gotta do too much effort. It's too much effort. At least I can't figure it out, so I'm not doing it. I seriously don't understand how you get dragged into it. I don't understand. I've seen so much cool stuff on there. I want to try it, but it's intimidating, says Slam Dunking. Well, actually, your bicycle stuff would probably work. Playing the music and then bicycling. Is the same thing with me, painting and bicycling, or running on a treadmill and painting or whatever. I suppose that would work. At any rate, so yeah, I think we can start. I'm kind of like anyway. I don't really have. Oh, thank you very much. Sic, cicala, cicada. Am I saying that right? Cicada. All right, so if we just hang out tonight and I don't do anything and we just talk, will that be okay, guys? Of course it's gonna be all right. That's what we do most of the time anyway, or at least we tend to, or we could. So anyway, yeah, kind of somewhat out of ideas or energy to do anything, but it's not that. That's a common problem for me though. That's like an ongoing problem. And you know, as an artist, you know, you're thinking, I'm always thinking, or you always see like, of course, this is not the best thing to do, but you see other artists that are successful, and you see what they have, and you see what they present, and you go, man, God, I suck. You know, you just go, God, I really suck. These people got it all figured out. But then I'm realizing, wait a second, I know I would not be, say, any more happier with who I am and what I do if I was even that successful. Actually, I don't think I would. I mean, I might be partially, a part of me would feel more content, but I'm still going to have to grapple with who I am and my own, you know, sort of my own ongoing happiness, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, just like the stuff you do as an artist. And so I just don't see that ever escaping or dissipating. I think it's just an ongoing thing. I don't know if everyone deals with it, and not everyone deals with it the same way. I think a certain amount of people are who are artists, or at least I believe this to be the case, and then maybe I'm wrong, but we're all different in the first place. But I do believe that some people are very successful, or at least I perceive it as such, and they have their heads on straight. And I'm almost certain, you know, like that they are, you know, which pretty much when you talk to anybody, you dig into their, you realize that's not the case. Everybody's got some problems or issues or doubts, or just not motivated to really get going. And then you go, well, wait a second, why am I even doing this? You know, that's a whole nother thing. And I got, I think the problem for me too is I got so much artwork that no one, you know, I don't really have any true interest in terms of like, you know, I got crap loads of it. And it's true, I do sell it occasionally, and it's enough to make a living, but I have just too much artwork. And then on top of it, how much do you want to make? How much do you want to make? You know, is that the name of the game, is to make artwork and then sell it? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it really is, really. That's, okay, we can do that. At least I've been able to do that to some extent. Again, to some extent, it's definitely not flying off like hotcakes, like a pancake breakfast for the Kiwanis Club. That's about the only time that pancakes fly off, are those pancake breakfasts. That is the biggest. Is that the biggest money maker? That's probably a great money maker. Having pancake breakfast, you know, just get a bunch of pancake batter and then make pancakes, and then maybe throw in a couple of pieces of bacon for like $10. get some fake maple syrup, sugar syrup, or whatever you call that stuff. All right. I'm here, guys. I'm here. I am. I'm going to do it. We can do something. We can do something, though. I think we can do something. At least we can open it up to maybe ideas. The problem with the dreams is we're going to have to take calls, and then we're going to have to. It's a build-up, and people don't know about it. And there's only like 3 people watching right now, so it's hard to get it going. But I think I'm kind of leaning towards bringing back the dreams, and if I let everyone know I'm doing it, then maybe we'll start it up next week. I think maybe that's the plan. Slam Donkey. I don't think I have what it takes to be successful in the art world, entertainment business. I find too much comfort in a 9-to-5 existence. Interesting. But you could, and actually, I think most artists that find any form of most artists that are somewhat successful, namely you make a living at it, generally are 9-to-5. They are very work ethic oriented. Most artists that are just like picking their nose and daydreaming, which maybe that I have that perception. Maybe I give off that perception that I don't, I'm just lackadaisical and stuff. But I actually do. I've always thought that in many cases I'm actually working more than most people work at a regular job. At least those jobs at the office, those kind of jobs where you just kind of mill around and then you're always finding breaks, and I wouldn't say the more blue collar type of jobs, where you're labor intensive jobs, then those people tend to work very diligently, like nonstop, or they can, or it seems like it. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna goof off here today. Let's just goof off. I got some scrap paper. Maybe we could do something with this. I don't know, just an idea. It's always good to have an idea, but we don't have an idea. Most of the time we don't have ideas. Most of the time we're just hanging out, so. Which is nice. We're not expecting to do anything more than, Okay, so I tell you what. I'm not gonna necessarily planning on doing anything other than making some thumbnail sketches with the watercolor, okay? How about that? We're gonna do some little various thumbnailies. That's fun, right? Thumbnails. Nada, how are I'm doing great, I think. I always wonder, it's always hard to answer that question because I always feel like I'm always one moment of I'm always on the edge of like being a little bit off, but then I hang in there, and then I feel all right. It's good. And making art, hanging out with you guys, really is good. It's good for me. Good for me. Good for you. Okay, so we're gonna make little. That's the plan. We're gonna make little doodads of inspiration. All right. And maybe you want to add to the ideas that we have going on here. Let's see. I got some blue tape all ready for me. Just put them down. Maybe I won't do so many. I don't know. We need some fresh tape. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do another 7, 8. Let's do a few. Nada gets it. Yeah, just it doesn't always work out. What I'm saying is, I'm not satisfied. I think that's what it is with any one particular artistic endeavor, and yet I see everyone out there who is successful doing just that. They capitalize on a particular vein of their art production, and I've done that. And I found a way to make a living. I've done that. I did that with, like, say, landscapes, and I still do. I still will do landscapes, but I just can't. I just don't. I'm not, not feeling like I want to just do that nonstop, and I don't. I feel like there's something else there. There's something else there, and I'm questioning it. I'm questioning it. Questioning my creative output, questioning, who I am and all that stuff, What's it all about, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think we made enough of these little guys. We made a good amount of these. So we're just gonna, let me tape them onto this thing here. We'll save this off to this. We'll put this off to the side. We'll get some tape over here. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. Hey, it's at the end of the year, isn't it? It's pretty exciting. Did you see that there was a story? Because now we all have this possibility of getting these vaccines available in the next few months, even as early as in a couple of weeks or whenever. And they think that possibly everyone could get vaccinated by summer or spring or whatever. So it's, anyway, they're saying there's a forecast that is saying that after this part of this doom, this second wave doom and gloom, and if you can just get past not dying, then it's going to be it's going to be like roaring 20s. UCLA was a forecast, some kind of forecast group from UCLA, my alma mater, came up with that theory. It wasn't from the art department, I'll tell you that. All right, it was from I don't know what the department was, some department. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get this. Clock this down. Walk this way. Walk this way. Get some more tape going here. I didn't hear you earlier. Start saving up your dreams. He is gonna draw dreams next week. That's right, Slam. Okay, I'm gonna let everyone know. I'm gonna, that's the whole thing too. It's so tiresome, this whole internet thing and plugging stuff. You always got to plug stuff. I mean, I've done it. I do it, but I get tired of doing it. I'm tired of bugging people. Wow, that is even more surreal than this quarantine. That might get that we might get vaccinated and return to normal life. Damn. Yeah. Well, apparently, everyone is all this going to be pent up if it happens as such. I'm thinking though that yes, that could be the case, and it will be, but it might be short-lived, because I think that there's probably going to be some other health scare, and we're gonna have to go back to this. I'm afraid that this is going to be one of these things that's just going to be, welcome to wearing masks. Like, remember, for years we would always kind of scratch our heads and look at the people in Asia, Japan and China and wherever, mostly people from Asia, all wearing those masks. And you were like going, well, why are they doing that? Why do they have to do that? And they've been doing that for years. They've been wearing masks for years, those people. and you're just going, well, God, why, why do they have to do that? And now we all know why, because you're going to die, possibly, maybe, if you don't. And so it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, I got a feeling that that's going to happen again. We're not over. This is going to happen again. This kind of stuff, we're not out of the woods. We're never out of the woods. Life, you know what I mean? Life, you're never out of the woods. But I think there will be a temporary, possible dealio. Let's get it poppin', says Miles. Mileage. Okay, so we're kind of setting up for something here. This is just an experiment. I think as an artist, I think it is helpful to kind of experiment a little bit. But like I said, if you are finding that you are successful at something, and to make a living, well, then you continue on with whatever that is successful. And I've done that, and you have to, or you're not gonna find a way to survive as an artist. Okay, fine, but at what point is it just a job, or when is it something else? And also in being with being sort of a, like, say, contemporary artist, with something to say, that kind of thought, and you're an artist, or if you're interested in that idea, as opposed to just being just looking to make beautiful art all the time. That's I think that's the misnomer for people who don't. Who are not aware, or they don't know much about art and what goes on in the art world, or I'm not even talking about art world. I'm just saying, as an artist, what happens, what you do as an artist. I forget the art world. That's just saying, but there's more to art than just making a pretty, a pretty painting or a pretty picture. But I think most people don't see, people who are not interested in art, or know very little about art. They don't understand that. That's not in their thought process. They're not aware that could be the case, that you make and what that does when art is sort of, I guess, ugly or whatever. Questions, because really good art is not neither good or bad, good looking or bad looking, but it will possibly be helps in questioning, maybe life itself, or particularly the current life. It's not it's not just this, stuff that is, well, I've said it. I'm repeating myself, so I'm not gonna say it again. Tired of talking about it. Okay. This doesn't want to stay down. Let me get some more tape here. We could almost use another little guy there, couldn't we? But I think I'll just leave it as such. What is going on? Sometimes this tape stuff doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't want to stay, but it will hold a little bit. Okay, that's good. See, this one needs some help. Look at that. I got a lot of tape on there. Oh, man. Dude. Not cool. I do too, Slam Dunk. I do. I do get to decide. You got it wrong, buddy. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I just was giving you a hard time. Hey, we're already getting through half the show. Just trying to tape some little teeny canvas. It's not canvas. This is watercolor paper, and I'm a big fan of Arches watercolor paper. That's my go-to watercolor paper. There's others, but I gotta say that this is just pretty much the best. And if, it's not cheap, but there's like student grade kind of paper out there that's really disappointing. You don't want stuff that's disappointing. Oh gosh, I'm just seeing something here. You know, okay, I said I was gonna not be copying stuff. Well, I maybe not. I don't know. I'm looking at these Carl's Jr.'s ads, coupon ads. They're staring right at me. I'm inclined to paint them, but I'm not. I'm gonna stay away from that, and we're gonna maybe just kind of keep it abstract and just have some fun and maybe bring some stuff out that way. I don't know if I want to bring that stuff. I'm tired of just copying stuff. It just doesn't seem like. You know, take a break. Take a break, guys. Take a break. You want to take a break? Should we take a break? You guys up for a break? With painting? With life? Hey, tomorrow night, do the McRib. I don't have the McRib to. I would have to do a. Again, I've kind of played out on that stuff anyway. I'm burnt, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure I want to pursue that kind of stuff anymore. But then I'm not sure what I want to do. So that's why we're going to mess around here, and maybe I'll get jazzed about something. Get excited. I think what I'll... Okay, so there you go. Okay, so we got some water. Watercolor, we got the watercolor going here, and well, let's just get some water colors, maybe do some colors. All right, this should be fun, just for the experiment. I like that idea that we're going to do an experiment. Okay. We're just kind of we're just gonna do some abstraction stuff. I think is we can paint hamburgers all day long. I just wanna try this out here. See what this does. See if we can get have some freedom. Now this is kind of muddy, I gotta say, but we'll go with it. I don't know why I have a tendency to paint everything the same. Okay, you need more tape there, don't we? Doesn't want to stay. Yeah, I don't think this is going to help, but let's try that. Maybe that will help. Maybe that will help. There you go. Look at that. Kind of helped. Not. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna stand up now. Watch out. We're getting into it now. So tomorrow night, Friday night dance party, guys. It's been a long week, and let's celebrate. Let's dance. All right. You liked the dance parties? Yeah, we were. Man, I was in bad. I almost I had to be careful there, and I'll have to be careful tomorrow with it because I did 2 hours last time, and I don't know if really I was in the best shape to be doing 2 hours because I felt a little exhausted. What? Hey, wait a second. I thought you had a job working at the bakery. I thought you were worked at the You were a bakery guy. Okay, let's see if I can get some. Try another color. I'm gonna use some of this orange. Get some of this lovely orange. Did I ever tell you there's a famous quote from you got fired? No, wow, I didn't know that. What the hell happened, man? What the hell? Shoot. That's terrible. Or maybe that was a good thing. Sometimes that's a good thing, right? I mean, were you going to do that the rest of your life kind of thing? So, and if the answer was no, then you just have to look at it, well, then fine. I wasn't going to do this the rest of my life anyway, so. This guy, come on, man. It's just tape does not hold. Does not hold. Now, I could put embrace failure on these because that's what I did on Reddit yesterday, and that's what we like to do all the time. So maybe we'll add that in there to these, but I'm not necessarily thinking I'm going to do that. Just a thought. Kind of inclined to just kind of keep it as is, possibly. Well, I was going to say that there is someone said this, and probably who said it I don't know, and it's probably more than one person that says it. But they said that they paint. With particularly with watercolor, I think they were saying that they basically do 10 paintings, watercolor paintings, to get one good one, which is crazy. But the way that I'm assuming it was a he. I shouldn't assume, but the person I think was working in this kind of way in terms of a little more free-flowing and more experimental. And because of that, you're gonna have things that don't work out, and then, you know, what do you do then? And so that's why this person had the idea that you just got to do 10. I mean, how am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm doing 11. So only one of these is going to be good. You know, like the portraits I did last night of myself. I did about 8 of them, and really maybe there was 2. There was one that like really didn't even look like me. It looks like a guy with a mustache. It's like it's not even me. It's terrible. So there's clearly one is wrong, and I could probably rework it maybe. I mean, obviously I could, but and maybe I will. But okay. So there we have some little doodads. We got some doodads here. We work in the yellow ochre. Working kind of using that big brush. Let's introduce a small brush and maybe do something with the small brush. I'm just kind of using the existing watercolored paint that I got. It's kind of dried up though, but it does work eventually if you get enough water on it. What I've always liked about watercolor is the fact that the water will bleed and it runs, you know what I mean? It does all this stuff. Okay, I'm not going to make them all the same. That's silly. Let's just do something. Get going here with some more colors. Let's get a little manic on this or something, or physical. Maybe it's manic too. I don't know. All right, good times. I mean, we could do embrace failure on this. We really could. I didn't think I was going to be doing it that way, but why not? Okay, I'm going to go all the way to the edge. I could just make paintings for the rest of my life that just say embrace failure on it, you know? All right, I'm kind of doing them all the same again. That's okay. That's all right. It happens. It's all right. Change your mind halfway through the idea. It's all right. That's kind of the way you gotta be willing to change. Change, guys. Change is good. Now the trick is if any of these look any kind of slightly good, is can you make them extra, like really large? That would be kind of I think as an artist, that would be a challenge for me. I don't think I could, I honestly, anytime I have success with a small thing like this, and then I try to blow it up, doesn't quite work for some reason. But you know, you never know. You never know. You get better at things maybe, also. So it's possible. It's not the end of the world. In that department, when it comes to that, it doesn't have to be the end of what it's all about here. Okay. All right, we'll just let that sit for a second. I'm going to take a little break. We'll be right back. ourselves some choices to be made. Let me continue on with some little doodads up here. See, the water, all that bleeding is just out, it gets out of hand, but it's also kind of neat. But you got to let the water dry. You got to let it dry on you. Let the water do its thing, and you got to let it dry, basically. Otherwise, it just becomes a puddle. And you don't have any differentiation between the colors. We're kind of getting that pretty much everywhere here, so. But I think that's the good thing about the multiple pieces, is that you are able to move to the other ones, and then that way you give yourself a little bit of time. There's something freeing about this. Looks like I'm making sandwiches. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There's something freeing about this sort of abstract aspect that I'm doing here, and I'm not really obligating myself. Now, though, I might try hamburgers here. I'm looking at the hamburgers here. We might have to try that. I should try this with the large watercolor paper, this kind of idea, this this size. Maybe that's what I'll try. Get about 4 or 5 sheets, you know, work on them all at the same time, kind of like what I'm doing here. That could be of interest. That could be an option. All right. Let's get some fresh colors. Get some white. Get some white going on here. Some yellow. Some fresh yellow. Let's see what this does. This could change everything. Now I'll try. I might try embrace failure on one of these. Let's just see what that does. Hey, maybe we'll just do them all that way. Gonna knock it out. I ain't gonna do it. Change my mind. Look at that. Look at that now. We just got rid of it. Just like that. Though I kind of like the spelling of it and then knocking it out and then leaving some of it around. That's kind of neat. I just noticed that I got it there going. Let me see. Thank you, Anthony. Well, shoot. Well, I think that's it. I think we did it. So think about it. So one or two of these are really kind of nice. A couple of them are kind of questionable, and then maybe one or two of them are kind of like not that interesting. I think that's gonna. I think I think we did it. I think we did it here. How about that? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What did you miss? Well, I know it's hard to see. I painted some abstract watercolors, but then we ended up putting Embrace Failure on top of it. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like how they're kind of the letters are not they're not all, it's not all readable, you know. Something kind of neat about that. Sometimes things can just be that easy, you know? Isn't that something? That's what I love. I love art when it's easy in that sense, and it's not, you're not suffering. People, we suffer too much when it can just be free flowing. Free flowing. Okay, I'm not going to let it. I have it tilted. The watercolors, you want to have them kind of bleed down a little bit, but it's done enough of that. I'm going to stop it and just kind of leave it level and let these dry. But I'm not messing with them. They're done. That's it. We did it. We did it, guys. All right. That's our show. That's our show tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post a picture. I'm going to take a picture of this and then put it up on Instagram at Let's Paint TV. But tomorrow we're going to party. We're going to dance party tomorrow night. Around 6 o'clock, I think, would be my thought on that. Okay, right when the sun goes down a bit. All right, guys, well, we had fun. I'll post this up on Instagram. Make sure you like it. Tell your friends. Tomorrow at 6 Pacific Standard Time, we're going to dance. All right? Burn some calories. All right, guys. Good times. Good times. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.